Mask of Tinkering, 65 chrono. Bruh. Oh my god. Well, there's the chrono dude of the night. 65 chrono. Oh, look who's actually streaming. Exactly. Having a grand old time too, man. How you doing, Day? Well, hello there as well, Pixel. Both of my mods in the same place at the same time? It's a Christmas miracle. Just got home from work? Hell yeah, dude. Ding, level 7. Let's go. Man, I'm fucking loving this server, though. This has been, like, one of the best investments I've made in a super fucking long time, it feels like. Of course, aside from all the chrono being spent on FE. SK has made about 1,000 AA since yesterday. Holy shit, dude. What are you working on? Right now, I'm just leveling. We're just getting some good old EXP here. We're in the perfect spot right now, so... Thanks to my good old fungies. That's awesome, Pixel. 1,000 AAs, though. That's crazy. So you're soaking up that EXP fund, too. My rogue is 60. This is my second rogue. Yes, we've had breakfast, but what about second breakfast? Is exactly right. Listen, I wanted to level the classes I knew, so this way I can level additional classes that I know. Again, with that EXP bonus. Hell yeah, though. That's awesome, Pixel. Pixel, you missed it. There's a dude selling a Mask of Tinkering here for 65 chrono. You got a few chrono I can borrow, buddy? I'm about 65 chrono short. Yeah, 65. 65. It's absolutely insanity. I would never pay that much for something. Mask of the Hunter. Oh, dude, I need that. But 20,000 platinum? Damn. That's hump change. All right, Day, I see what's on your mind. A little Freudian slip there, buddy. Laugh, but I think I have that aging around my accounts. Damn, 20,000 for Mask of the Hunter. That's supposed to be chump? No, you said hump change, man. Too late. Damage is done. Freudian slip. Days over here talking about hump and stuff just out of work. Well, you have to make a buck somehow. It's true. Hey, I need 65 chrono. Anybody need some help? Damn. I really want that Mask of the Hunter Druid spell, but 20,000. I'm broke as fuck. These dudes are actually doing some damage to me. Even with my fungi clicky and my fungi tunic. We'll start getting it back pretty quick, though. Air Elemental. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's What's a chrono worth on Oakwynd now? About 37,000, give or take. Oregon FE has about 140 million on him. Well, I mean, the good news is right now with that kind of money, you can buy give or take 18 chrono with that. The price of chrono is like dropped from the heavens. Far Cry back from the 400 when it started. Yep. Currently in the group getting AAs. Nice. See, I'm telling you, man, as soon as I got this fungi clicky with the fungi tunic, it has made leveling so much easier. Can we kill this air elemental, I wonder? It doesn't really seem to hit that hard. We might be able to do this. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. The good news is we have 25 HP regeneration, so he's not damaging me fast enough. The preferred fungi staff? Oh yeah. Between this, the pre-nerf, and the fungi tunic, and the Horn of the Sagra, that's kind of what carrying me right now. Oh, I like this song. That's nice. I've come to learn at 120 on my SK is better tank than my 120 warrior. Dude, Shadow Knights are so good. Pixel, have you gotten your Epic 2.0 on your SK? Because that will just skyrocket your ability to keep them alive. My SK wearing like Valium Endowed gear at 120 was tanking phenomenally in the Night of Shadows content. Like insanely good. Thanks to the Epic 2.0. And the fact that you can click it like every 5 minutes or some shit like that. Yeah, it's worth it, dude. And what's cool is if you do the Epic Request, you can get the ornament for it, and you can slap that baby on a one-hander. You can use your Shadow Knight 2.0 ornament on a one-hander. Oh, it's so good. See, I knew I was going to end up loving this server once I get 2 or 3 characters up closer to max. I've got 3 characters at 60, so I'm getting a 30% EXP bonus right now, on top of a 25% EXP bonus pot, on top of 5% Adventurers perk, so there's 60% plus the 50% going on right now. The rogue is backstabbing like a son. Oh yeah, dude, I can imagine. What weapons are you using on your rogue? What level are you now? You're at the level range where, I think you're at the level range where you're going to start like pretty regularly backstabbing for over 1 million, depending on what you're using. Here. Where's the undead? Here we go. I might need to make my way over to Row here in a little bit. Is 110, and I don't remember the website. They were the ones you suggested. Okay, cool. The weapons, I'm guessing, is what you're meaning. Yeah, around that level, you should still be hitting pretty hard. By then, you should have almost all of the chaotic stab AAs as well. Multitasking at work. Fair enough. You're working and playing EverQuest? What sorcery is this? A good old wink wink nudge nudge. Oh, you know, it really might not be bad to... Well, I think Befallen would probably be too much for a single character. I'm so excited to spend some time in Tower of Frozen Shadow. we go. And I tell you though, seeing a Mask of Tinkering going for 65 chrono earlier, I feel like a poor, poor man. Oh shit, he's running. I'm trying to text. Uh-oh. Oh shit, we're already level 8. Nice. Ooh. Epic multi-quest items? Oh, okay. People do be selling tons of epic multi-questing items here. It has been nice seeing the price of stuff drop pretty substantially here. I ain't saying he's a good digger. The only problem is with soloing, I'm pretty much never gonna get my backstabbing worked up once we hit 10. Oh damn, we got 2 different kinds of poison going on here. The double HP whammy. I even got my lock picks here. I'm ready to work on some pick lock whenever we need to. Let's see here. Ruined, ruined, ruined. Never. Okay, where? Yeah, I don't know if Befallen would be a good idea. Oh. Time for us to get rabies. See, that's not bad. The pre-nerf staff is selling for 12,000. Better than the chrono it was when I bought one like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Oh shit. Just a couple more weeks, I can use my super fast mount. I'm really excited to use my mount whenever Luckland drops. Talking up to another VD, you're gonna. Hey, hey. How dare you? I am not a whore. See, this is still pretty good. Wanted to drop in, giving you an update after this weekend. Level 83 Ranger and the Access gear went to help gearing a person in need. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. I'm glad it helped. Also, damn, 83. Jesus. You skyrocketed. So you've been enjoying that EXP gain? That EXP bonus going on? We have a whole... What is it? Tomorrow, basically. Well, I'm glad it helped. I've used it while it lasted, as it should be. Like I said, the good news is, if you end up keeping that gear for another alt, you can just slap it over on another character. Or if you end up getting desperate and you just want to sell it, easy money. Trying to think where we want to go from here. Do I want to go to Unrest? But I feel like Unrest would be kind of a place to avoid. It's kind of the place to power level for people from like 1 to 15 or so. Unrest might be good. We might go fight some Crocs instead in row. Oh, I haven't been using my Lottazul shell clickies either. Gotta get that extra AC. No guildy groups? Well, yeah, I'm not in a guild. The guild that I joined pretty much imploded all within the same week. It was a shame, dude, because I'm serious. There was like 150 people online at one time, and I guess there was some drama that happened, and they pretty much imploded. Yeah. It was like Forever Games was the name of the guild, and I don't know if there was some drama or what, but I logged in on my druid again, and there was like a guild modded like, oh, we're becoming Forever Gamers, and if you want an invite, send a message to this. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just find another guild. So, yeah, back to guildless for now. Just guildless leveling. At least I've got decent enough stuff that I can solo as a rogue. It's not, like, fucking miserable. There's a guild on Warmane called EverQuest. Oh, that's fucking awesome. They know what's up. I really thought about putting together, like, an extravagant counter video to that Josh Strife Hayes that uploaded the video yesterday, like talking about how bad EverQuest was. I really thought about doing some extravagant like counter video for it, and I realized it just really wasn't worth it. I didn't want, you really didn't miss much. I typically like his content because I feel like he's a pretty honest and easy to understand guy. But the moral of the story that my counter argument was going to be is that he said EverQuest is not in a good state. It's not good, and it's just not good live, period. And the only counter argument I could think against it to really flesh out is that you can't play a 25-year-old game that has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours. You can't put 100 hours into it and give you a good judge and like be able to judge it thoroughly. Exactly, Day. He hasn't played it for 25 years. You can't, like I said, I mean, you can't put 100 hours into a game that's old like this and then give us a good overall thing, especially all the misinformation and things that he was saying. Like, oh, there's no way to check your friends list unless you just try to send them a tell directly to see if they're online. Like, all the random things that he... Ooh, that's not good. All the random things that he was saying that are just so inaccurate. But I'm a 1,600 subscriber YouTuber versus a 800,000 subscriber YouTuber. So as much as I would like to make a counter video, it would literally just be a drop in the bucket. And these guys are fucking ganging up on me. Yeah, there were so many things that he said that were just woefully incorrect. And I get that starting EverQuest on live these days is a tough gig, especially not having any help. But he didn't say what server he did it on, so I can't really judge the population. He said he tried P99 as well, but that's a whole separate video, he says. And then he tried the TLPs, and then just talked about how it's even worse because there's no hero's journey. Like, come on, there's so much inaccurate information. But again, I'm also biased because I've been playing EverQuest for a long time. So a lot of my counter arguments are just going to be like, oh, perhaps you should get good. Have you ever considered getting... Oh, that's level 17. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Strafe run. Click off the fungal regrowth and strafe run. Hero's Journey is not a good way to measure the game. Exactly. Oh shit, we're rooted. Fungal regrowth back on. That motherfucker rooted me right next to the zone line. And he rooted me again. Oh, this is so rough. I missed who had the rough take as I got here. What's going on, Abe Lincoln? So there's a YouTuber named Josh Strife Hayes that just put a video out yesterday talking about is EverQuest good, quote unquote, in 2023, 2024. And this dude keeps rooting me. We might actually kill him though. He said basically, well, he does lots of, he's about 800,000 subscribers on YouTube, give or take. His videos are basically judging MMOs. Like, he has a whole stream of MMOs called like worst MMO ever, where he's gone over tons of videos or tons of MMOs in the past. He covered EverQuest and EverQuest 2 about a year ago, I want to say. And he just did another video like, is EverQuest good? Is it worth playing in 2023? And a lot of his arguments and things that he talked about in the video yesterday were just woefully inaccurate. He based the game as starting a new player and following the hero's journey as like the basis for 100 hours of gameplay. He tried P99, he tried TLPs, he tried live servers, and his moral of the story is that live EverQuest is basically not any good. He did make some fairly good points that I'll agree with, that EverQuest is hard to start as a new player these days. EQ would be rough then, yeah. But like, our biggest issue, or at least what I've noticed of other people, is that he based the gameplay off of 100 hours of gameplay in a game that's been around for 25 years. So most games, putting 100 hours into it, you could easily say, you know how the game goes, you know how the game feels, you know exactly what needs to be done. This dude's name is Huge Titties. Respect, my brethren. Goodbye, Huge Titties, you shall be remembered. And Sloppy Seconds Guild, nice. Thimble in the Ocean, yeah. Like, you can't base EverQuest, a 25-year-old game, off 100 hours of gameplay. Like I said, you can do that in most games these days. What's going on, Craig? Like, after 100 hours in most games these days, you've either beat the game or you know exactly what you're looking at here. But the problem is, a game like EverQuest that has been around for so long, I just don't think it's accurate to judge it off that. Oh, Huge Titties corpse. Rest in peace. Hey, what's going on, Pass? So like I was saying, as I was thinking about putting together like an elaborate counterpoint video against it, but then I realized, like I said, I have like 1,600 subscribers on YouTube. Or, oh, motherfucker. Versus a dude like Josh Strife Hayes that has 800,000 subscribers. So it wouldn't really be a counterpoint video that's worthwhile watching. Because like the audience that he hit and he already ruined against EverQuest, it's not going to hit those people. Because it was funny, a lot of the comments and it were literally talking about like, oh, playing EverQuest, man, truly masochism. And it's like, well, I don't know about that. Do I have a different take than most people about EverQuest? Because 9 times out of 10, when I come into it, I'm overgeared, I'm overexperienced, I'm not the casual. Yeah, get good. I'm not the casual player. Yes. Is that the case? Yes. But he's also not a casual either. And he's trying to put things in perspective of like a casual new gamer who's never played the game before. Oh, dude, Hill Giants. What's a Nightfall Giant? He's 35. Dude, look at all the ghouls out. We're gonna fuck on off down here. Macros. But so many things in the video, like you said, that he talked about, I wish I could have made a counterpoint video and talked about it. But his video itself is like an hour long. So to make a counterpoint video against it, it would just be massive. Depends on what era of PC gaming, MMO-wise, you did start. Yeah. Well, the whole point of what he was saying is that EverQuest is, like, analogy he described it as, is EverQuest is like Elvis. The people who were there at the time and got to experience it live will talk about how great and amazing it is. And if you show Elvis to a new person now, they'll be like, wow, that's good, but they have like no context or experience to it. So it's like trying to have them experience the nostalgia that you're experiencing, but you just can't push that through to somebody. And he was like, it's a great foundation that has been built upon so many years, which is true. EverQuest was the foundation of a lot of stuff. But his thing is basically saying that EverQuest is in major rough shape and blah, 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 blah. Is there some truth to it? Yeah, probably. But I think, if anything, there's just so many negative ways that he described it that could have been described better if he had done a collaboration with somebody. If he had, like, worked with another content creator on it, or if he had worked, like, even dealt with people in a community. EverQuest is the game I wish I could forget everything I know about it, go back to launch and relive the beginning again. Yeah. I'm the type of person that, do I like re-experiencing things? Yes. Would I be happy for it? Probably so, but I like having the knowledge that I have about the game now. My big thing is how many people are actually coming to EverQuest without a friend or someone with them as an introduction. Yeah. That is where I will give him credit, is that is accurate, because there are a lot of people who experience the game like that. And he did also get it, like, true and honest when he said EverQuest these days is something that you're going to experience a lot of solo. It's an MMO that you're going to experience solo. Oh, this might not be good. Yeah, this is not good. He's like, it's an MMO sandbox chat room, where basically you're talking with other people while playing a game. That's one reason it did so good back in the day, which is also true. Because that was the era of time when chat rooms were like a novelty, he says, which is true, again. Too many ghouls. Too many ghouls. Good video. Honestly, I enjoy a lot of his content. I just didn't enjoy a lot of the takes that he had about it. And 100% honestly, it probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal if it wasn't a game that I'm obviously addicted to. So again, I do have a biased take on the matter. We can do these ghouls like one at a time, but not when there's a whole bunch. And it's only a problem whenever they root me. Another ghoul. Oh, that one's 15. No, but there's another one pathing on the way. Oh, here we go. Give me something in my level range, please. It'd probably be better if I went and found a group, but I'm stubborn. Another fucking air elemental. Those bastards. I don't remember air elementals spawning that often here. That's so annoying. Thankfully, we can regenerate faster than basically anything here can damage me. Except for a hill giant. That would fuck me up. Would love to see a group of new players try to navigate EverQuest and give their take. Yeah, if it was a group of people, that would probably be pretty cool. So I feel like a group of inexperienced players could find a lot more joy in the things that are typically a major struggle solo. Because like wiping as a group of people and then going back to your area as a group, like you can at least joke and shoot the shit and you can have a good time while it's happening. Doing it solo, not so much. Really, really not so much. Click off. Oh, here we go. I guess I could always go over to like Crushbone and see if there's anybody in Crushbone. Oh, I'm in the non-popular pick of Common Lands. I was like, 6 people? Oh, that's fine. The fucking snake party. People that you can talk to and play knowledge up top of the library. Here, we're gonna pick over to the popular Common Lands. 233 people. There we go. Maybe we'll see somebody selling another Mask of Tinkering for 65 chrono. So I can laugh at it and watch as it goes by. Wonder where I can work on lockpick at this level. I know I can work on disarm trap and get it pretty much maxed on the crusher trap in Soul B. But lockpicking, I'm not sure of. But with this group of mine, I'm realizing how awesome and necessary having a high-level Druid is. Yeah. Befallen? Oh. Is there something I can spam on it in Befallen? Yeah, Pixel. Druids are fucking amazing to have at that level. Locked doors? Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. Hey, where are you going? Telling you, getting a fungi and this staff was one of the best decisions. The fact that I can just move it over to any class, it makes low-level stuff fighting so much easier. Did that snake kick you? Bites, bash. Nope, no kicks. Just bites and bashes. It's not a real snake, it didn't kick me. Okay, where are the other snakes at? Want to buy, or oops, somebody's selling Woo's set for 500 platinum. That's not bad. It's not near as bad as whenever it sold for a whole chrono. Hey, where are you going? Got you for 3 minutes. There we go. Worst case scenario, if we want to, we can just teleport over to Felwith and we can just finagle our way down to Unrest. I just feel like it'd be a waste of time going to Unrest right now. There's such a huge variety, like range of people. But it might not be a bad idea to go to Crushbone. Or... oh, snake. Give me the snake. How do you teleport to Felwith? I've got a couple clickies here. I'm a fucking sorcerer. That's how. No, from the expansion pre-order, I had a whole bunch of crates. I guess they were Feardal Heritage crates. And I grabbed them on this server without even thinking about it. And I got a couple of teleports. Got a couple of teleports. I got some cool armor. And then I have my tradable Sonic Wolf saddle, which I, for some reason, claimed here like day one of the server, thinking I could use a mount. But hey, a couple more weeks. A couple more weeks and we'll be able to use a mount. It'll be super fast. And I can't wait to use it on my druid and farming those Elysian remains, the disturbed Elysian remains and Umbral Plains. I'm ready to beat those things up. Around here. Where? Ooh, he's piercing me this time. Let's see if we can get kicked. I have a not a two-hander, but an off-hander waiting for me to use at 13. Not the best off-hander, but we could definitely be using worse. Somebody was selling a Wave Crasher earlier that would probably be a little bit better. But rogues at this point are kind of effed in the A if you're not raiding. Or willing to spend outrageous amounts of chrono to get looting rights. What's this? Rhino Beetle. Oh, that's cool. It's the old school versions. But yeah, I've got a Furion of Eye and a Felwith teleport. So two of the harder places for me to get to by myself, I can teleport. And if I need to, I can origin back here. So I'm pretty fucking set as a melee character. I do wish I could use my box, my druid at a box. Sorry for bothering you. I wanna. Oh. Thank you, Pixel. Thank you. I was literally about to just hop in and delete that, but you beat me to it, Pixel. I really appreciate it. I thought it was somebody about to ask a dumb question, but instead it was a really dumb question. Yes, my good sir, let me buy a view botter on a 25-year-old game that averages like 300 viewers the entire place. I'm on it. Hey, that's true. It's true. That's what I pay you for. The entire EverQuest directory that has less than 300 people in it. Yes, let me buy it a view bot in EverQuest. Are you kidding me? That's what I'd bid up Fortnite for. Fortnite or Minecraft. Come watch my pro MLG shooter skills. Yeah, Pixel, I appreciate it, man. You really were on it too. You beat me to it. Oh, we got a boxer. Oh, they're buffing me. Dude, holy shit. Dude, fuck yeah. This dude just buffed the hell out of me. I got Druid, I got Cleric, Resolution, Strength. Holy shit. Didn't even see it till it got deleted. Yeah, Pixel fucking slammed that. Wow. I have like 1700 HP. That's legit. Let me go hug this big teddy bear over here with my new buffs. That is awesome. Very, very nice. Well, hell yeah. A bot train I don't mind seeing stopped by and buffed me. I'm not gonna lie. One of the like places I'm most excited to spend time in though, Tower of Frozen Shadow. We're in the era where it's still like one of the best places to go for a long time. Ow. Oh, dude, this guy is tanky. But he's going to be our kill to level 10, so hell yeah. Ooh. 3 chrono. How do you feel TLPs compared to stuff like P99 or Quorum, better quality of life? Yeah, Factious. I hope I'm saying that right. I prefer the TLPs to Quorum and P99 because I am spoiled by the quality of life improvements. And that's what I want out of EverQuest. I really, really not just want but need the quality of life improvements because I can't really do this on P99. Now, maybe if I got a character to max level on one of those TLP, like one of those like Quorum or P99, maybe if I got a character to max level and I was able to twink one of my characters out, it might be a little bit easier. But in the same time that I spend on Quorum or P99 trying to find Groot and doing stuff, I can solo on a TLP and get 3 or 4 levels in myself, feel like I've made some progression, and I get to interact with tons of other players that are still playing at the time. Does Quorum and P99 both have a big population right now? Absolutely, it does. But I feel like I can make a whole lot more progress playing like this on a TLP than I can if I went to P99 or Quorum. I've been trying to play on Quorum for man 5 hours just in, and I just hit 4. It's been brutal to say the least. Yeah, like I put probably 5 or 6 hours in, and I got 2 characters to level 3, and it's like even just like scrolling in and out and having all the quality of life improvements and stuff like that, I really prefer. Look at that Spooter. Yeah. What's going on, Beard? But yeah, Factious. Like I like the fact that people have a place to go for P99 and Quorum. It's free. There's like a whole huge devoted player base that loves that type of EverQuest. I like that it exists. I just know that it's not for me. If I'm playing with a group of people and I go in and I plan a group outside of the game and I go into it like grouping with people, hell yeah, it's badass. We even did this with a couple buddies here back in February or March, I want to say. We went to P99 and we had like a group of 5 of us and we went in and we had a great time on P99. We met like tons of really cool people that came by and buffed us and helped us out. But like soloing and things like that, man, it is so brutal. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, Beard. I agree. It's awesome also because we went in like butt ass naked. It was hard. But I'm so spoiled with the quality of life improvements on TLPs and stuff like this. I've got my clickies and my things that I can claim. I've got an extra EXP bonus if I want to get an extra 25% EXP here. On Oakwynd, I've already got 3 characters to level 60, so I'm getting an extra 30% legacy EXP. So, I mean, it's EverQuest Classic Plus for me. I get to go through the same content, but about 30% faster, which makes me feel like I'm progressing and doing something. How's grouping in Oakwynd right now? Grouping seems to be really good still, too. Like, if you go to a place like Crushbone, Unrest constantly has like 5 or 6 picks going. It's flooded, dude. Like, whenever I joined in, it put me in General 2. Let me see here, join General 3. Look, General 1, 2, 3 they're all too full. So there's over 1,600 people playing right now. So it's massively populated. Grouping definitely seems to have a lot of, like, a huge base of people right now. There are so many people who are trying to get to 60 before Luckland drops. I think a huge chunk of people don't even join General. Yeah, that's another thing. Perfect. There's a lot of people who don't even join General. A lot of people don't want to see all the chatting. So even if we're not basing it off of General, there's probably pretty close to 2,000 people. I think it's pretty reasonable to say that it's at least 1,500 people. And like Tower Frozen Shadow, I think has multiple picks and all the different floors that you have of that. But like every time I've been to Unrest, there's like been 7 or 8 picks. Tons and tons of people constantly looking for groups, going to Velks because Velks has been where I've hit 60 every time. Like you can go to Velks and there's like 30 picks of Velks. And even with all the EXP bonuses and everything going on right now, like towards like just before hitting 60, I was getting like 0.3 and 0.4% EXP a kill. So it's still very true to original in that aspect. It's pretty rough. But if you got some speedy pullers, not so bad. Let me put on my turtle skin here. Oh shit. Oh, no good. No good. No good. Nope. The hill giant I do not want. Let's see if we can find some higher level stuff over here. Puma. Before I Puma pants. Oh, come on, you can take him. Yeah. You can tickle his ankle real soft and gently as he smushes me. Yeah, one thing that I especially like about this server is that, let me just put it this way, 3 things. Number 1, the legacy character bonus. For every character that's at max level, all of your other characters get an extra 10% EXP. And 2, everything is heirloom. And 3, all of your lockouts are like character specific. So if I want to make 6 rogues and I want to raid on 6 different rogues, I can do that. Oh my god, he's coming this way. No. No, 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 no. But yeah, all the heirloom items, like all the no-drop items. So say if I raid Temple of Ishan and I get a Mariah Lakar's dagger on one of my rogues, I can take that baby, put it in the shared bank, and I can move it over to another rogue. Of course, the exceptions being the quest items, like epics, things like that. So it's almost as good and open as like Fear and V, Mischief. The only difference is it's just locked to your specific account. But once you have it on that account, you can put that baby on another character. That guy that drove by and hooked me up with all these buffs is awesome. Have you ever heard of Alliance, meaning 3 or more, say, rogues in one group? Yeah, like the rogue abilities where there's a few different perks that are like with rogues, where if they're all 3 using specific perks, and it builds up, and basically the effect goes off, it hits for like 6 to 7 million damage base. Is that what you're talking about, Pixel? Some of the different AAs and combat abilities? Yeah. Yep. It's good for raids. Got like 8 rogues firing off that AA, and it builds up, and whenever it hits, each one of them hits for like 6 or 7 million damage. 2 rogues make a right. Stacking damage, yep. One of the better things that they added later in the game. Ooh, bag of Sown Evil Eye, 2k. That's not bad. I gotta save my platinum, though. I'm broke as a fucking joke here, though. I spent my last bit of platinum getting me a Horn of Isagra. What you're saying is I need to make a 5 SK group with 1 healer merc? I mean, dude, honestly, you would be set. Between the 5 SKs, especially with the, if they all have the 2.0, it'd be hard to kill. With the different AAs and stuff like that, they'd be really hard to kill. And they're really not bad at damage either, because SK pets at level 120, I want to say are like level 118. And they're pretty brutal. My level 120 SK pet, whenever I took him back through and I was soloing like Overlord Matamurim and stuff like that, he took him down pretty quick, and that dude's got like 25, 30 million HP or something like that. That pet took it down really quick. There's no shortage of snakes here, that's for sure. The buffs from the Beast Druid Mage in the group and his ass and gear, my SK is packing around 450k HP. That's pretty good still. Like once you get the, because my SK at 120 with the Valium Endowed stuff and some decent augments has about 550,000. So even if you get, that's Valium Endowed stuff, man. That's from Claws of Vishan. So if you get like a full set of Spectral Luclanite right now, your SK with maxed AAs would have probably about 750,000. Yeah, maxed AAs, like all, what is it, like 67,000 or something? Yeah, even just like watching, there's a streamer named Zachnafine. I'll watch him do some of the beta stuff, and his warrior has like, I think it's like 850,000 HP or something. So there's for sure going to be people breaking into 1,000,000 HP pretty soon. I think he has on tier 3, not a shadow group gear. That's pretty good. The tier 3 group gear, tier 2 or tier 3, I can't remember which one ever it was. I think that each has like what, like 11,000 HP. So it's just a little underneath the Valium Endowed. Gotta be careful. I think we're gonna run into Shadow Men over here pretty soon. Yeah, there's a Shadow Man over here. Are they my level, I wonder? Oh. No, they are not. Maybe let's look at some dervs over here. Yeah, he's a monster? Hell yeah. Someone's asking for tips. Starting a character on a TLP, and someone said the best tip is to have a lot of platinum. Shit, dude. Truer words have never been spoken. How does one get good? Money. Sell Chrono, yeah. Sell feet picks, get Chrono, get money. I feel like it would be... I thought there was going to be higher level enemies here at this point, but maybe we'll run over to some dervish. You can run over to Ro or something here in a minute. Find the gnome in his little trench coat. He can help you out. Yep. Ooh. I want that wave crasher. I love the fucking graphic on that thing. Out of my price range, though. Here we go. We got some orcs over here. We'll beat up some orcs. There's one for 5,000 and there's one for 6,000. I'm literally on like 3,000 platinum, and I've got to save that money for like tips and teleporting and all that good stuff. And eventually I'm gonna have to buy some combat abilities. I haven't even grabbed Throwstone yet on this guy. Oh, my magic resist is so bad. You know, maybe we'll go over to Crushbone here in a second. I think now would be a good time. But I feel like we might just stay here. Especially if I keep getting, like, drive-by buffs. What I'm not, like, really disappointed about is just as this stuff is ending, the, Extra Life, donation stuff, that should be wrapping up this month, and I think we're gonna get those bonuses next month. And I'm pretty sure we've already reached, like, the goal where it's gonna be 200,000, or not 200,000, 200% EXP. I think we're gonna have, like, a whole week or week and a half of 200% EXP. Which, in EverQuest terms, means 100% EXP bonus. Someone was selling 350k plat on Oakwynd the other day for 65 bucks. I should have done... Oh, what? What? Jesus. I guess if you think about Chrono being about 37,000 platinum per, that's still a lot. $18 a Chrono. That's a lot of money. I want this illusion, but I'm not paying 4 chrono for it. Offer 3. I don't have 3. I have 0. Or 2, meet in the middle. Oh shit, okay, yeah. I can offer my good graces in a reach around. Will that get me the illusion? My forever gratefulness. I feel like there would be a lot more big bears over here. Getting all the low-level enemies. Go see if we can find some dervs. Let's see here. Oh, that was Orc 3 over here. Dervish Cutthroat Camp. Okay. What illusion is it that you want? It's the, this one right here. The Visage of the Shisar Priest. It actually turns you into the... Ooh. Gotta be careful with these guys. It turns you into the Shisar illusion from Luckland. It's not the redone version. Visage of the what? Yeah. Shisar Priest. This one. Turns you into these guys. It's from the Vashir Heritage Pack right now. Turns you into the Snake Boys. It's expensive right now because it's the shiny new toy from the Vashir crates. When I'm open, I'll keep an eye out. I gotcha. I'd really like it, but like I said, I mean, it's no big deal. It's one of those things where on Oakwynd at this point, the amount of chrono and money that I spend on things, it has to be something that's like such a steal that I don't mind. But for the most part, all the money I want to spend here is like for improving gear and stuff. It's okay, I could always use a reach around. Offer accepted. But no, like, with the price of everything right now, there's almost always something I think would be better to spend the money on, like for gear. Especially once Luckland drops. Oh man, there's going to be so many items that we're going to want. Oh, this is going to hurt. Well, we're pretty buffed right now, so I think we'll be fine. Maybe coming up this close wasn't such a good idea, but... Oh, we finally get to work on parry. There we go. It's fine. Everything is fine. Yes, 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 yes. Hollow Mortality. Oh, that's what I'm already using. Oh. That would be nice. Okay, I'm not... That is the kind of weapon that I really want. 1018 with Shadow on it. That would be really nice for an offhander. All these old school weapons that you see, like on live these days, and you're like, ha, horrible weapon, but you see it in a game like TLP right now, and you're like, oh my god, I want it. I need it. All I can say is this would not be possible without those drive-by buffs. Got a few weeks left of Valius, and then a whole 2 months of Luckland. So in that time, I can get a few extra characters up to 60 as well. We're about to get to, like, some of my favorite EverQuest content. Luckland, whenever you see it, like, when it's current content, is so fun, just because it makes the world feel a little bit bigger, but also giving you, like, better access to teleport to specific areas of the world, but also the content that becomes available. There's so many more leveling places to go. So many places I can, like, quad kite on my druid. Ooh, Moralicar's breastplate. Oh man, if only. Yeah, there's so many more places to level. There's so much more loot to get that has better stats on it. Everything kind of broadens up as far as, like, a lot of the armor that you're going to start wearing will start having more actual stats on them, as opposed to just like, oh, 6 wisdom, 6 intelligence, 6 stamina. Okay, cool. I'm getting kind of swarmed here. These guys can't even damage me fast enough to outdo my mana regeneration or HP regeneration right now. He's probably going to aggro us. Yep. Just as one dies, another one comes running. Yeah. Back to just what I was saying, Oakwynd has been a lot of fun to play on. I'm happy that people out there are enjoying their Quarm content and everything like that, but Oakwynd with the classic EverQuest experience, in addition to all the quality of life stuff, I've been so happy with. I'm at 99.909%. Come on, game. You couldn't just give me level 12. Oakwynd is my first classic EverQuest experience, having fun leveling for sure. That's awesome, Darkwing. I'm glad you're having a good time. It seems like Oakwynd has brought in a huge demographic of, like, new players to EverQuest, and I'm glad it's been a positive experience for so many people. We're going through, like, what a lot of people consider to be, like, the golden age of EverQuest. Between, like, Kunark, Valius, Luckland, and Plains of Power, this is when a lot of people think that EverQuest is at its peak. I do think there's something to be said about how good the game is at this point. But to think that it starts and stops at, like, Plains of Power, disagreed for sure. Nice, there we go. One more level and we got dual wield. we're getting just about to the point where it wouldn't be a bad idea to go head over to Crocs and row. I'm enjoying Crocs right now at your suggestion. Ha! That's awesome. Dude, that used to be one of my favorite leveling spots back in the day because there's such an abundance of them. You have to have like 3 groups of people at like Crocs to really beat them down and not get enemies to spawn. There's so many. And it's so awesome whenever you have like 3 groups of people there and Lockjaw spawns and just starts obliterating people. That's even more entertaining because once a year we get what's called fabled versions of enemies, which are like twice as powerful enemies. And a lot of times that it used to like Lockjaw would spawn, it would be the fabled version of him. So he'd go from like being a level 25 crocodile to a level 40 crocodile. And just imagine you're there killing level 12, 13, 14, 15 crocodiles and caimans, and this 30, like level 40 crocodile just pops up out of nowhere and starts beating you up. It's horrifying when it happens, but it's always funny when it does, otherwise. Funny to watch it happen, not funny to have it happen to. Oh, we got another not crocodile. When we were talking about crocodiles, got another Kodiak. This is why I like the common lands, because you can pretty much level from like 1 to 14 here pretty easily. If we want to, we could start making our way over to High Pass Hold, and we could kill orcs and gnolls and make our way to like 15 or 16. Oh, I don't even know why I didn't think of this. We could always go to Kern's Tower, too. Didn't even consider that. Let's see here. What's nice is it's going to get even easier for us once we can dual wield and double attack. Although I should probably be working on hide and sneak as well. That'll have to be something I'm going to pump some points into. Look at that. I bought my Horn of Asagar for 3 chrono, and there's already one selling for 2. Damn it. Yes, I'm using a 25% EXP potion. So I'm getting 5% for the Adventurer's perk, 25% for the potion when the 2 EXP rates get boosted on live servers. They give you that boost to help you catch up. So we haven't gotten to Gates of Discord or the Serpent Spine yet. So I think we're already at like a natural 50% slower than normal. we're the close to the slowest it can be. I think the exception was like Coronav at one point. I think Coronav was like slower. Bippy Darkpaw was the slowest it's ever been. Coronav was pretty slow, I think. I want to say Quarm is probably... I still miss the Combine. Yeah. I want to say Quarm is probably the closest thing to classic EXP it's ever been. Because people on there have talked about how slow it is, truly. And it's like, getting to 50 on a server like Quarm, that's a fucking achievement. Unless you were power leveled, then who cares? I don't mean to diminish achievements or anything like that, but they had a special page on the EverQuest website to track who achieved server first, as who got the first Valius armor sets and etc. I think I remember that. I remember back on the day on the TLPs, whenever you clicked on the TLP, it showed all the server first, and they had like a whole extra page for it. Is that what you're talking about, Civikiz? Because I remember that. That was so fucking cool. You could see like the guild server first and the character server first. Yep. That was badass, because even when I wasn't participating in the TLPs, you could open it up and you could see like how far into the server they were. That was cool. That was awesome. I feel like they did that all the way up into like, what, 2016 or 2017? And then for some reason, I don't know if they just determined it wasn't worth keeping track of, but... who knows with all the staff layoffs and everything that Daybreak has had over the years. My guild Wrathful Inquisition got a couple first raid kills when pop opened because Realm of Insanity spent the first night leveling and we decided to try the raids. Oh, that's cool. You guys did it at level 60 and you still got some of the achievements? Yeah, because I'm sure you could kill like Terrace Thule, Mujaki the Devourer, the Seventh Hammer. Because a lot of those fights just barely drop better gear than Luckland. They got so pissed when the server-wide announcements were broadcast, they dropped everything to come racist. That sounds about right. There was a video that someone put out recently about how to spam... how to spam level, basically, whenever servers drop new expansions now. Oh shit, I've already made it all the way back here. Got lost where I was at. Realm of Insanity was convinced they owned the server and hated someone was competing. I think that seems to go pretty true to any server-first grinder guild. EverQuest and gamers in general already have kind of a certain kind of attitude. If you know, you know. Where if there's anybody who's out there getting something that they want, then you're basically like not just the enemy, but like you've betrayed family, kind of like level hate and disdain. Picked up a bunch of people from Fires of Heaven when the combined chapter imploded and they got their attitude. Yep, sounds about right. It's the drama and stuff like that that I always enjoy hearing about. Thanks to like Zaid's podcast and shit like that. I'll hear all the drama. It just makes me roll my eyes because it's a bunch of grown adult men getting upset about pixels. But when it's a game that has been like your life and everything that you've ever known, I guess I can see why it's such a passionate subject for some people. Don't get upset about me, I'm a good guy. Yeah. Everyone hates you, man. Pixels. Everyone thinks they own you. I just enjoy raiding and try to beat the challenges, not about trying to one-up people, particularly when it's expansions that have been around for years on live. Yeah, that's my thing. Being the first to do something on a server that has nothing new than the last server is just like, okay, cool. Now, if they had a server where whenever you got raids, random enemies could spawn in those raids, oh, that'd be cool. Imagine getting like a Kale Drakal server instance, and you got like Kazakh Thul to spawn in there, and Tunair could spawn in there, and like Vulak Air could spawn in there. Oh, another hill giant up there. That would be entertaining. There's the chaos loot I'm looking for. Not just the random chaos loot to drop, but like the random enemy pops. Like you engage it and it suddenly switches to Talendor. Something like that. Got the first times antithesis from Saren. I hate how you say the first TA in Saren and time, and immediately I'm like, yep, times antithesis. Back in the day, I was such a fucking dork about EverQuest that I would go out of my way to memorize the loot table of enemies. Especially for ones that could like drop really good rogue or druid gear. There we go, we got some zombies and stuff over here. There's some EXP. Yeah, I was like a dork about it. I'd memorize what loot that they could drop. So people would be talking about it and I'd be like, oh yeah, he drops the Jagged Time Forge Blade, he can drop the Song Blade of the Eternal, he can also drop the shield. I had to allow that message because you said shut up. Testy Nightbot. Was usually not a big DKP spender, so when it dropped, I started bidding in increments of 100 DKP, and everyone shut up real fast in Ventrilo when they saw I was going all in. Yep. Because they knew you wanted it. Yeah, the silent people who don't bid very often, but when they want something, they'll go all in. My guild liked to combat a lot of stuff like that by putting DKP caps in. And the DKP cap was actually pretty short. Number one, we did all open bidding, so it wasn't silent bidding. We stopped doing silent bidding because it seemed way too, like, it was way too favorite. Like, there was too much favoritism. Guild leader and his wife knew I was saving DKP for over a year for that one drop. Yep. It was open bidding. That's what made everyone so shocked. I love that shit. My guild, we did silent bidding at first, but too many people left because the guild leader and his friends obviously had like a group of favoritism. So it switched to open bidding, and then whenever they did that, they put a DKP cap on the amount of DKP that you could save over time. I bumped it up to 500 without blinking an eye. It set a record in the guild. We're like, oh shit, just give it to him. DKP dragon kill points. It's how most guilds used to bid. You would get a certain amount of DKP for showing up to the raid on time, certain amount of DKP for time spent, a certain amount of DKP for per kill. It was a made-up currency that people and guilds typically put together just so, yeah. I was DKP Hoarder too. Pays to show up for raid every time. Yep. Awarded 1 DKP per hour plus a bonus for being on time, and 1 for if you were the first guild kill of a major boss. That's cool. My guild liked to reward people for spending it. Like I said, they had a cap, and I want to say it was like 300 DKP. Because you got like 7 DKP for showing up on time, 7 DKP per kill, 7 DKP per hour. So they actively gave it out, and then they would put a cap on things. And like they also gave, like, rewarded whatever DKP was spent was divided among the guildies. And they also gave like a DKP bonus where if you made an alt of a class in need and you moved that character over, your character got like 1.25 times normal DKP. So say we were short on clerics and you made it cleric and you brought it over and you started playing on it and you brought it to raids, they would like give you an increased DKP ratio and reward you accordingly and stuff like that. Good times. Also very rough, interesting times though. Because especially if you have like 6 rogues and they're all capped at 300 DKP, oh, there would be some fights. Everyone could get gear fairly quickly. That's how it should be. If you want to encourage people to show up and do things, I mean, you got to make it worth their while. It was easy for me as a kid because like I would get there like after high school. I'd get out of high school at like 3:30 in the afternoon. I had band practice typically a little after. I'd get home at 4:30 or 5, and then I would just immediately sit down and start raiding. And I would do it until like 11 o'clock at night. I think we finally stopped the time raids when DON opened because alts didn't want much of the gear anymore. Yeah, once it becomes not worthwhile. Like I said, my guild was always like 2 or 3 expansions behind. We had like a plethora of content. We were almost always constantly doing some new epic quest, epic 2.0 raid fight. I miss those times. Good times. Would I do it now again? Absolutely not. Raiding 2 or 3 times a week. Oof. Oh no, my fancy buffs are fading. Rated 4 or 5 nights a week. And we'll do it again with my schedule if my schedule worked. Yep. Yep. My thing is like by the time I get home from work most nights, it's like 5:30 after traffic. But I've just spent an hour in traffic. I get home. The last thing I can really think of doing is like forcing myself to do something I really don't want to do. Maybe when I retire in 10 years, if EQ is still alive. That'd be cool. Dude, if I could retire and play EverQuest, oh my god. Count me in. I'm so jealous. It's funny because so many people at my job will retire and they'll come back a couple years later, if even a couple years, usually a few months later, and talk about how just bored they were. And it blows my mind because I'm like, how few hobbies can you have that you get bored and come back from retirement? Dude, I want to retire at 34. There's so many things I want to do. Even if I could just take off work for like a year and just like stream and game full time, that'd be so fucking fun. Not even aiming to get anything out of it aside from just having fun. Maybe raid full time on EverQuest or something. One of these next 2 kills is going to get us to 13. We can slap on this one-hand blunt. Just inching my way to retirement, trying not to look at my savings with the market these days. Oh man, yeah. Gotta be careful, that'll depress you. Yeah. To be honest, by the time my generation gets to the point to where we probably could retire, I doubt that we'll be able to. Except for like a few really well-off people. Oh yeah, 13. Dual wheel time. I'm over the hump for retirement, 18 years on the railroad, 17 left. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous, Pixel. I've been at my current job for 11 years now. I just celebrated my 11-year anniversary, and I'm 34 years old. But it's also funny because my peers, all the people at my job that are at the same level or higher than me, are also in their 50s and 60s. So they'll be talking about like retirement and all this fun stuff, and I'm sitting here with my thumbs up like at 34, like, woo, oh, you guys, you get to retire. But I'm almost 70. That's true, Pixel. You're also very old, yes. 75, wasn't it? Oh, she's apprehensive. We're good. I'm not gonna mess with her. That was Bearded Right that thought I was in my 60s. I think it was Beard, yeah, that made the joke at one point about you being in your 50s or 60s. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure the oldest person in the group was actually Bard. Because Bard said he was almost in his 50s, I think. No, he was in his 50s. Something like that. Not Day. Oh, well, I think Day's technically still the oldest out of everybody. Because he's like 50-something and he's Canadian, so that's... If we count it like their currency, then he's at least in his 70s or 80s. He's also the one that complains about his back the most. I'm always saying that because I don't think he's here to defend himself. Canadian years like dog years, yeah. Yeah, he's Canadian. I always joke with the Canadians like about their currency, their loonies and their toonies. So if we count like their housing market and their tax bracket and their money, we're just gonna say they're in their 70s or 80s. The best part is, like I said, I don't think he's here to defend himself, so hopefully he'll end up catching it on the YouTube video or in the VOD another time. And just randomly cuss me out in Discord. Hey, if he didn't want to be teased, he needed to be here to defend him. Exactly. That's true. That's true. If we got the group together with our high levels, what do you think we could raid comfortably? Okay, so if we got, like, if we're talking just me and you, Pixel, I mean, we could probably hit anything we wanted to. The problem is it would be learning the mechanics and or getting the keys and or flags for it. We could probably do the group triumvirate event in Vale of Alaris, where it's basically like us and Moral Fool and Ralos Zek and some of the gods against the the outer deity group. We could probably do something like that, because there's a group version of that event that's like meant for 6 or 7 people. Would you box your 120s? Probably not. Since I'd just be alt-tab boxing, I could probably do like my rogue and my beast lord. And my beast lord pet with like my enhanced minion 31 earring could help. I could probably do something like that. But like full-fledged boxing, that's hard. Because at least with my beast lord, I can stick my pet in and then spam all of my beast lord abilities and switch to my rogue. Bring your SK and your mage. Okay, so your mage pet could automatically heal for us. Not heal, tank. That'd be a sick group, yeah. I think we'd be able to do just fine. In general, I don't think we would have any issue. It's only 111 though. Oh, okay, okay. That's still not bad. I mean, the thing is even a few of us 120s, we could do any of the raid content that we want to. The problem most of the time just comes down to mechanics. So many just really dumb mechanics added into events and fights later on. Okay, so that's the Fallen over there. Maybe Friday night you stream us getting in trouble. We could do something like that. Ooh. There's another hill giant. When you get high enough, you can bull past those sometimes, not always. Yeah, it really depends. Some of them, for sure, you can just, like, bulldoze right past. But some of them, man, like that godforsaken fucking Solteris raid. I love it so much because I like Mayung Miss more. But some of those events are just infuriating. Like I said, I can comfortably solo all the way up to Secrets of Fade, where like Herefirm the Awakened, because his event didn't really seem to have anything like extra, so it was just me versus him. So that's level 90 boss. So it's like the level 100 stuff. Oh, we could try Temple of Ishan. Actually, that's something we could try. We could try the redone Temple of Ishan. It was introduced through, I want to say, Reign of Fear, because those enemies are all like 105, 106. Yeah, I think they're all like 105. They drop level 100 gear, or 95 gear, sorry. They all drop level 95 gear. So we could try that. It's good gear too. That's where we can get like the, all those redone weapons and everything. They're all level 95. That'd be cool. As long as I don't have to tank it. The problem is we can't use mercenaries, so we would need a healer of some kind. That's like where the real gap problem comes in. Most of those raids will automatically lock mercenaries out. So we can't cheese the system like we can do Agents of Change. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be time for us to move on to some good old Crocs and Caymans here in a second. We're actually gonna call it quits here in a second. It's already 8:30. And being is that I am an old man, my bedtime is here in like 20 minutes. Click that off and run over to the EC tunnel. Where's good after Crocs? So you could probably do Crocs until 15 or 16. And then from there, I think you could start, well, Unrest, probably. You're almost 18, so I would probably say Unrest at this point. I just got home. Bedtime is 12 to 2 a.m. Eastern for me usually. Holy crap. Well, I guess if you, like, I'm assuming you start later in the day. No problem, Darkwing. Yeah, you'll be 100% good if you go to Unrest. You'll be good there until your 20s. And then from Unrest, you can pretty much just go straight to Tower of Frozen Shadow. And then Tower of Frozen Shadow, depending on if you find a good group, you could probably be there until 40. I work later to avoid most of the rush hour around DC. Oh, you live in DC? That's cool. I got to travel to DC for the first time 2 years ago and like see all the monuments and shit, and it's one of the best experiences of my life. Like, because I live in Oklahoma City, so I'm not used to actual like real public transportation. So it was mind-blowing going on like the metro and stuff like that. Live an hour outside DC. I drive 45 miles each way to and from work. Holy crap. But yeah, I loved the area. I don't know about living there, but it was awesome. Because even like the big city here in Oklahoma City, we only have like 1.6 million people in the Oklahoma City metro area, which I feel like DC has that like a square block. Got a great price in a small townhouse, makes it worth the drive. That's awesome. Yeah, especially if you can find someplace like easy. I do 70 miles each way. Jesus, guys. You guys make me feel not so bad about having to drive like 26 minutes one direction in the mornings. I can't say what I was paying because people would want to kill me. Oh yeah, what's the price? I'm curious. The price I pay to live at the beach. I'm really curious, like prices and stuff, because you guys live way up there in like the northeastern area. Oklahoma has a way lower cost of living than the average. You know what my portion of my rent is here? About $650 a month. A monthly mortgage with escrow was $800 a month. A 2-bedroom apartment usually rents almost $3K a month. That sounds about right, yeah. Especially in the DC area, yeah. A couple of my really good friends living in like New York City, they both make really good money, but I think they were paying like $3,500 a month or something like that in rent. Granted, it was like a 2-floor apartment, but the house I just moved into from an apartment, it's just shy of $1,300 a month, and I pay half that. Bought in 2010 during the bottom of the housing market from the Great Recession. Oh, see, you got a really good deal, man. 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath, bi-level with 20/40 in-ground pool, Jersey Shore. Every time you say the Jersey Shore, Pixel, the fact that you live in the Jersey Shore and Day lives in the Twilight area, it's just two of the things I have to make fun of every time you talk about it. Previous owner paid over double what I paid for the price. Oh, that's awesome. And Pixel, even though I know that you've actually sent a picture of like what you look like, I still imagine that you look like Pauly D, or whatever his name was, or The Situation. I imagine like the real greased, like slicked up hair. I know that's not what you look like, but that's what I imagine every time. And I imagine that Day is like real pale and looks like a vampire. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna wrap things up here, guys. Short stream, but unexpected stream. We'll probably be back on tomorrow as well, so... We got from 6 to 13, so it was a pretty solid day. I was the Guido in high school, leather jacket, slicked back hair. That's awesome. Alright, but yeah, we're gonna call it quits here, guys. I appreciate everybody who stopped by and watched. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm gonna try to do more weekday streams as we go, so... Yeah, have a good night, everybody. I appreciate y'all.